Hey guys, Ryanator41 here, and today I am back with another episode of my Bloomburg Survival series. And yeah, today I'm starting off inside one of my houses. Uh, this is actually an interesting one because this house is originally not even from this world. This was originally built on our first realm. Literally, I just recreated it one-to-one from the video. I was trying to remember exactly how I built it, and I'm pretty sure this is pretty much exact, but yeah, I really like how it looks. My favorite part, so obviously this part right here, right, has a little roof, and if we go inside, obviously we got our little kitchen here. We got that same little roof thing on the inside, but it actually also functions as stairs to go up into the attic. But yeah, so I mean, you can see right here my main bed. But then if you take this very slow and inconvenient staircase, it takes you up to the attic, which I think is a pretty chill spot. But yeah, there's a secondary bed up here as well. Which, yeah, this is a pretty brief tour, but I do really like, so obviously I showed this off last time, the Wings of Freedom. Or no, this was 2 episodes ago, I think, actually, but then this was the flag of the walls inside, like inside the walls that this house was built on the first realm. And then this is the actual flag of Bloomburg. But yeah, I really like how this is set up. This is really nice. I think the sun's going to go down soon. Yeah. Well, you know what? We have time for me to show you the progress I've made on this boardwalk. I think it looks super cool from over here. But we're going to actually follow this bridge so we can get the view of a normal walking man. But I'm not quite done. I finished the actual like wood part and I finished the beach part. But I still want to add a little bit more on the beach, and I want to kind of outline this boardwalk area as well. But so far, I really like how this looks. Basically what I was thinking was taking these and going across kind of the side like that. Which, this does need to be lit up a little bit better. Honestly, I might go through and put lights underneath this. But at least for right now, I kind of like the idea of just doing it like this. Oh. Like that. Oh. I made them angry at each other. I'm kind of thinking we do something like this. Yeah? Maybe more like that. Yeah, that's pretty chill. And then it literally just becomes this. I like that. That's really good. And I do have some materials already gathered over here. This is all my beach building equipment. I guess we could start with the palm trees. I think I have room for all this, right? Not quite. Actually, let's start with the carpets then, because these are going to be like the beach towels, and they're all different colors. So this is going to look so good on the map. See how that looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because then it gives me room to come over here. And I can do this. So I'm thinking 4, 2, 1. And then leaves. Oh, I really like how these leaves look, actually. especially like in this biome, because the savanna, they look a little bit different than usual. I think we do it like this. Let's see, I built one over there somewhere. Okay, yeah, I was doing it right. Alright, let me go ahead and get my axe out. Oh no. We want that, that, and finally, perfect. And I brought enough materials to make 3 of these. Oh yeah, that's looking sick. One there, I'll put one over here. Alright, looking good. And then, where do we want the 3rd one? Probably, like, right here. I'll literally just put it right here. There we go. But, okay, so there we go. We've got the palm trees all made. I think those look really good. And then all that's left now is these umbrellas. So let me throw this back in here. Actually, yeah, so this is going to be weird to do. Probably going to want to build them next to a towel, right? So we'll do this. I can get up on top if I'm slick with it, which I can be. I just gotta... Alright, fine. We'll do this. Alright, so we do that. We need these. Then we need these. I mean, we're gonna have to go up there, so. Do like this, 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 and this. Okay, that's one umbrella done. And then let me go do the other one. Let me see, because I'm going to want to spread them out. Yeah, I'll put it over here by the blue. Perfect. Alright. So honestly, with that, I would say the boardwalk / beach area is done. I really kind of like that. There's like a bunch of different colors, but then with this, the blues are together. Because I don't think that should be true every time, but I do like that occasionally that's true. And I'm thinking maybe I could even build a volleyball court there at some point in the future, but I don't necessarily want to do that right now. But what we are going to do is go drop off all this stuff back here. Scooch that around, throw these back in here. Oh, whoops. I'll put those back. But then, we have a couple things we can do. Oh, first of all, bam. We're going to cross off this. Perfect. And then we can update. We're going to hope that it doesn't go all the way up here. So it'll be those two. And then this one and this one. Perfect. Oh yeah, that looks sick. Also, it does look like it goes further up, unfortunately. So I gotta go get another map real quick. Yep, just for that tiny bit. And then we can come back here. 2 more for this. Nope. Oh man, that looks so good. Holy crap, that looks so nice. Oh, where is he? There's a wandering trader around here somewhere. We'll worry about him in a minute. But yeah, look at that little boardwalk right there. That's looking pretty beautiful. And then I'll end up connecting this probably diagonally around here. Maybe build a dock. Oh, a dock would go hard right there. I like that. Oh. Sir, you don't belong up there. What a fool. Alright, well anyway. I think now it's time to show off the sports complex. Now this, I mean, it's multiple, it's multiple builds, but this is some of the coolest stuff I think we have here. So, the most direct way to access it would be coming past Michael. This is Michael and Paulina's house. We'll show that off in a future video. But you come up here, there's a little staircase downwards. Go past Lily, who is another one of our deities. And again, that's going to be in a future video where we go over all the deities because there's a bunch of them. But this tunnel, might as well show you, it leads through up to this area next to Radius Tower and Bloomberg News and our bank. Yeah, this is Raceway because there's a racetrack right at the end. And crossover cutoff is right here. But anyway, this cuts directly through into the sports complex. So we've got basketball, we've got baseball, we've got football over there. This is our rec center, a golf ball, and then an actual golf course over there. I guess the best way to start off would be up here. So let me see if I can get the same view. Because this used to be, like, yeah, right here is pretty much the view. This used to be kind of a mountain. There were woods, and then we cut down all the trees, and then we cut down the mountain. And then it was just a big flat area, and then we built all this stuff here. But, yeah, it was a lot of work, but we got it done. The first actual thing in the sports complex that we built was, like I said, the racetrack, which that one's a lot of fun. And, you know, the racetrack is functional. It's technically still under construction. I need to raise up the glass a little bit, but I'll still show you that. So we've got our main raceway and our secondary raceway. This one's newer. Obviously, we got our baseball stadium, and the team is the Eggs. And then also over here, oh, our tennis courts as well, and our football field, where the team is the Clucks. And that's their little mascot there. We've got all these guys in their positions. I like the numbers on the line, the like yard lines and stuff. It's pretty fun to make. Also, this over here, I don't know if I've shown, but throughout the realm there's a bunch of mini Pokemon, and like this is a Pokemon battle arena. So we've got, I forget what the name of this is. It's the bear that like hugs you to death. And then Porygon, which is pretty cool. Inside here, this is our rec center. This is one of the newer buildings as well. You can usually tell if they're newer by all the new paintings in them. But we've got this, which is meant to be like a chess table. We've got foosball, we've got like Street Fighter or some kind of multiplayer video game. A bunch of random books. They're not actual like books. They're not written books. They're just regular books. That's our secondary exit over there. Obviously, ping pong tables, pool tables over here as well. I really like it. Got a bunch of music discs here as well. But yeah, now I kind of showed this a minute ago when I was flying around. But this is the tennis courts, and I really like the lighting with the all the frog lights. Literally all 3 different kinds of frog lights are used here. And yeah, I really like how this place looks. It's pretty simple. It's not actually functional. Some of these are functional, but not all of them. I guess we might as well go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, the baseball stadium. There's 3 entrances. There's this one here, and then there's one on either side, like this, where you kind of, you know, walk in. There's some walking space. You can see the field from here. And then you can go up here into the stands, which is pretty cool. We've got the egg mascot over here, which looks goofy as hell, but I really like it. Oh, that floating island up there, it was, I'm sure you could probably have guessed this, that was already there. The mountain actually kind of went up near it, but that was floating before, so we just figured we'd leave it there because it looked cool. You know, you can sit up here behind home plate. You got a pretty good view. If you want to go down here, takes you back into it. There's some concession stands, and there's 2 of these. There's one over here and one on that other side over there, but they take you into the locker rooms. So literally, there's this locker room, which leads to the dugout, and we've got a dog, the bat dog. You can see there's the umpire, the catcher, the hitter, the pitcher. And there's a bunch of extra people over here. Here's Bat Retriever. Is that my dog? Yeah, it is. And yeah, I really like how the locker rooms look as well. But then, I'm sure you probably noticed we also used moss on this, which I think makes it look really good. Makes it look like it's got that cool lawn mowing effect thing going on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the baseball field. Me and Michael worked on this one together. It was a lot of fun. I really liked the shape of it, how we kind of went for the flower like pattern on it. And I'm sure you noticed the basketball court as well. We also went for the flower aesthetic, because I was like, okay, I know we want it to be like a basketball, right? And if we want it to look like a flower, it's fairly easy, you know, it's already a circle, you just add the extra things. And believe it or not, this actually is functional. Now obviously the stands aren't too big, but I do really like the dome we got with it. But if you come in here, grab a basketball, and there you go. And then you just gotta wait for it to come down, or you could hop up and get it. But yeah, I really like this basketball court. Honestly, the whole sports complex is, like I said, some of my favorite builds on this whole world. But yeah, especially on the map, I think it looks really good. There's a nice little thing where I think I have one of the maps when the sports complex was still like new and there wasn't much in it, versus now, I mean, it's got way more. Oh, over here we actually have a subway station. This is Sports Station. And it goes through the Spawnus Station and Town Hall Station. But yeah, let's go back up here and we can take a look at our soccer field, which is a lot of fun. Here we have the ball. So if you take him off the lead and then you sprint a little bit, he's the ball. This is functional. It's got ice under it. It's moss carpet and white carpet, so you can literally just kick him around. I always thought this was Really funny. I saw this, I think it was Hermitcraft did this, and I was like, well, I can't not do it. It's too good of an opportunity. You know, we already have the sports complex. We had this perfect little area for it. It's kind of just perfect. But yeah, now I think it's time to go on the raceway. Oh, sir. He's in the bank. Oh, this is our little tree farm as well. That's right there. I really like that. But, well, I guess we're doing this with a friend. So, there's a couple paths you can take here. See, like that, I missed. That would have taken me a much shorter way. But instead, I have to go the slightly slower path. You can kind of see why I wanted to raise the glass up. It's because if I don't, sometimes you can literally just fly right off it. So that shortcut would have taken us to right here. You can come up here. So I did raise the glass up on a lot of it, but there are parts, like this middle part, that I haven't done yet. Now this is one of the biggest skips. You can literally jump over like a huge gap. Let's see if I can pull it off. You have to get the perfect angle on it. Yes! Oh my gosh, that was sick. I can't believe I actually pulled that one off. Oof. See, this is one of the areas that's super dangerous because I haven't finished with the glass yet. So if you go too fast, you just launch right off the side. I had to change it because the water used to only be 1 block tall. But then there was an update, and now it has to be 2 blocks tall to actually launch you. But yeah, I really enjoy how this turned out. Me and Michael have done a couple of races on this. Let's see. I'll go the long way just so you can actually see it. So if you come around here. Also, I guess I should probably mention the mangroves. Uh-oh. Yeah, this can happen sometimes. Usually you get... Yeah, see, you get pushed out. I was going to say, I should probably mention the mangrove swamp that's here. It is a fully built biome. It's not... It didn't spawn like this. I actually built the mangrove swamp. Which I'll show that off in a minute here. Once I get through this, this race. Yep. Perfect. Oh my god, that drift. Obviously, we went up the staircase to get up here, but then there's another one that goes down into the middle part, which I really like. It's pretty chill, you know, you could just hang out here, watch people do the races. You could exit back out over to that side, or you could come this way and go through a couple of other little tunnels, and it takes you out into the mangrove. And yes, I did make the entire ground into mud, which was a huge pain. What I did, I literally just like put down some water and let the water turn the grass into dirt, and then use the bottles to turn the dirt into mud. Here's Froggy Jim. And then over here is one of our deities, Bub. It's actually Bubba, but the benevolent frog of good luck. And I do really enjoy this little bridge as well. You can literally just follow it. It takes you over to like the bloomy area. But yeah, this place used to be birch forest. It was kind of insane how much it's changed. But yeah. And then of course over here we also have another raceway. This one's a lot simpler, but it's tough. Because if you hit the corners wrong, then it slows you down a lot. But I like it fits with the flower aesthetic of Bloomburg, obviously. I really like to lean into that motif whenever we have cool new builds that could lean into it. Alright. Ooh. And then, of course, this nether portal over here connects to our nether hub. I'm not going to actually go into it, but yeah, there's also some purple stained glass, so it pops up purple on the map. Now, there's only a couple things left in the actual sports complex. One of the big ones is right over here. It's our little sword fight arena, just like from Wii Sports Resorts. And right here, this is eventually going to be the skate park. But let's go ahead and come up here into the stands, just so we can get a view. So if people were sword fighting, you could watch from any of these levels. Obviously, I would like to be up here. But that purple tree over there was actually started by Michael's sister, and then I think I was the one that finished it. But yeah, definitely one of these episodes I'm going to have Michael on as a guest, and we can play some of these mini games. Like, this would be a lot of fun. It's literally like just punch each other off or something. What I'll do is be like, have a shield and have like something with knockback and try to knock each other off. But then over here is one of the biggest ones, which is functional. The floral fairways. We only have one hole right now. We plan on making more. It's just a lot of work. You need a ton of terracotta and a ton of concrete. So it's lime terracotta and green concrete. And you can see on the map, this little red X marks where you're starting. The rules are, if you land in the tree, or if you land in water, in a tree, or out of bounds, you add a stroke. And you're not allowed to walk, swim, or fly. You just have to play it where it lies. Par is 5. So you have to start on the red X. You are allowed to jump, but you cannot walk, swim, or fly. So you can hit him with one of these. That's one. Oh, Endermite. Hello. Alright. Well, that's different, because this is where I actually landed. But let's go over there. Oh my god, what are the odds? 2 Endermites in a row. Jesus Christ. Well, I was going to say I'm barely in bounds, and then it punched me. Let's try... We're going to try to get a... Oh, no, that might not be good. We're going to try to get a birdie, though. Oh. That was stroke 3, but I get +1 penalty because I am in a tree. So, if I make it in... Yep, then I got par. I was doing so well, too. But yeah, I do really enjoy how this actually turned out. The lines, I think, look super good. But, yeah, I think... Oh, damn. I think that's pretty much it for the sports complex. I did forget, actually, this little tree over here has a grave under it. Spoilers for Attack on Titan, the final episode, if you haven't seen that, so go ahead and skip like 30 seconds into the future. But this grave, it says, "Here forever, rest peacefully, my most beloved, my dear," which is Aaron's grave under the tree that Mikasa makes for him. But yeah. Anyway, we're done with the spoilers. Let's go ahead and start on our survival project of the episode, which is going to be part of the sports complex. It's going to be the boxing ring. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to build it literally right here, kind of in between these two racetracks. I'm sure you can probably tell, but I recently cleared this, like, flattened this part out. But... yeah, I think the plan is I'm going to have like an archery or maybe a bowling thing right here. But I'm not going to build that right now. Because for right now, we're going to work on the boxing ring. So, step 1. I'm thinking I'm going to do like this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe more like that. I don't think it needs to be 3 blocks tall. That's a little bit too much. Okay. Oh yeah, that's looking good already. Simple but effective. Now I just need literally a stack of planks to drop in the middle. Perfect. And then... oh, okay, everything's falling apart. So it's literally just grayscale. I might end up getting something like red. Oh my god. Why is it so bad? Okay. Yep. That's definitely how I'm going to be getting in and out of it, is just the flying thing. Because, like, on one hand, I could actually build, like, stairs or something, but I feel like that'll break the illusion. Plus, that's kind of cooler. Be like, or if you're even cool enough, you can fly over it. Oh my gosh, this was such a simple build. What the hell? Oh, actually, here. Let me do this. There we go. So it looks like they're kind of sticking all the way through. Well, this was very straightforward and simple. Holy shit. I really didn't think it would be quite that easy. I might even... I mean, hell, there's room for more, but I don't really feel like... I don't really feel the need to build more, if that makes sense. Oh, and it's super lit up already? That's so good. Alright. So, since I have a little bit of extra time, I kind of figure I'll go through and show off a little bit of other stuff. I know last episode didn't really have a ton of like showing stuff off. It was more about the actual survival building stuff. So what we'll do is I'll go through this, which is called The Other Side, after the music disc, as I'm sure you'd expect. And then this over here, which is Vault 41, which actually has lore, which I'll read. But yeah, I guess we'll start off here. Now this was a lot of fun to build. We have this, it kind of snakes back and forth through here. But we have Bow Wouncer, who is our bouncer, as the name would suggest. We move him a teeny bit. But, oh, I forgot. These guys are here now. But we actually found him when he was a puppy. And we brought him across the little bridge. And, yeah, now he's here. Bow Wouncer. We love him. This is actually fun because this little dance floor setup used to be in Town Hall. Moving it because we wanted more of a Hall of Fame type of thing in Town Hall rather than the actual dance that we have now. This is where we keep the main copies of all our music discs. So this is every music disc in the game. So we can actually listen to some. Obviously, Creator's a banger. We've got these allays, which we could breed with the music discs, which I did not learn until like last year, which is pretty cool though. But we have a couple funny clips of me and Michael hanging around in here. Actually... yeah, here we go. There's a way to... you can turn on the dance floor. Oh, wait, no. It has to be... something that doesn't stack. And then we can come up here and we'll see the dance floor just like lighting up. But yeah, of course we've got a bar up here. Oh, oops. We've got a bar up here, and then if you come up here, this is the, like, the lounge, the members only lounge. we got this cool little carpet pattern based on the music disc itself. I almost feel like I really should have played other side here. I don't know why my main music is still playing. But we also have tinted glass, so even when it's daytime, it's still the same temperature. What? The same lighting in here. But all the time with this music disc, we used to always just do this dance move. I just feel like it goes with the dance really well. But yeah, so that's Other Side. I really enjoy it. Obviously, me and Mike worked on it together. This one was a lot of fun. Oh, and if you get kicked out by Bow Ouncer, it takes you to Shameful Walk, which is this little road here. But yeah, I guess next up, we go to Vault Drive, which takes us over to the vault. Let me kill that baby sheep. Now this one has quite a bit of lore packed in. We did use ChatGPT to help us actually write the lore for this. So you can see it's slightly cracked open. There's not a ton going on in here, but you can spiral down and go into the actual vault. I really like how well themed it is. Obviously we got Vault Boy, you've seen that before. And so over here there's something, and then there's more over here. This is like the living quarters. In Tumor we trust. This is... So the lore of the vault is that it's divided between the Tumor religion and the Bloomer religion. Now, Bloomer, you know, is the god of life, and Tumor is the god of death. So everything on this side are the Bloomer religion, and everything on this side is the Tumor religion. So, of course, we also have Vault Good Boy. It's Vault Boy, but he's a good boy. We got In Bloomer We Trust. Oh, and we do have a bathroom in here as well, which is not furnished, which I forgot about. Whoops. But yeah, if you come down to the end, these are all like where people live, residential, I guess. And then we've got, this is a Bloomer classroom, and this is a Tumor classroom. We've got the Bloomer Church right here, and the Tumor Church right there. And there's lore in both of them. Also, I really like these little stained glass windows we got. Now, this is going to be a lot, so buckle up. In the sacred halls of Vault 41, our community thrived under the divine guidance of Bloomer, the god of life. We were the chosen ones, blessed with wisdom and benevolence of the deity who cherished growth, renewal, and the sanctity of all living things. Our days were filled with light, laughter, and unending promise of life's potential. But lurking in the shadows were those who sought to undo all that we held dear. We, the faithful of Bloomer, had always known peace and prosperity, cultivating lush gardens within the confines of our subterranean home. Our crops flourished under our tender care, nourished by the love and respect we showed for all living things. Children played in the verdant fields, and our elders shared stories of the world above, a world we believed could one day be reborn through our devotion to life. But across the vault, a darkness festered. The followers of Tumor, the god of death, clung to beliefs that were the antithesis of everything we held sacred. They revered decay and transformation through destruction, whispering their dark prayers to a deity who thrived on the end of all things. Their presence was a blight on our sanctuary, a constant reminder of the death and decay we sought to transcend. Tumor's followers were a grim, sullen lot, their eyes hollow and their hearts consumed by the inevitable end. They shunned our gardens, our children, and our laughter, preferring instead the cold, dark corners of the vault where life seemed to wither in their presence. They preached that life was a fleeting illusion, and that death was the ultimate truth, the final release from the suffering of existence. Their rituals were macabre and unsettling, involving the willful destruction of plants and the celebration of rot. They claimed that only through embracing death could one truly understand life, but we knew better. We knew that their practices were a perversion of the natural order, an affront to the divine gift of life bestowed upon us by Bloomer. As tensions grew, so did our resolve. We refused to let the darkness of Tumor's followers overshadow the light of our faith. We held festivals in honor of Bloomer, with vibrant displays of flowers and fruits, celebrating the bounty of life even in the depths of the vault. We sang hymns of renewal, our voices rising in defiance against the silence and decay that our neighbors worshipped. But the followers of Tumor were relentless. They sought to undermine our efforts, spreading whispers of doubt and fear among our people. They claimed that our devotion to life was futile, and that in the end all things must succumb to death. Their words were poison, seeping into the hearts and minds of the weak and weary. One fateful day, the tension reached its peak. In a desperate bid to prove their beliefs, Tumor's followers sabotaged our gardens, spreading blight and decay through our crops. The lush fields we had nurtured with love and care were reduced to withered husks, their vibrant colors fading to a sickly brown. Our children cried and our elders despaired, but we did not falter. We gathered in the heart of the sanctuary, a circle of light amidst the encroaching darkness. With tears in our eyes and hope in our hearts, we prayed to Bloomer for strength and guidance. We vowed to rebuild, to restore the life that had been taken from us, and to stand firm against the darkness that sought to consume us. In that moment, we understood that our struggle was not just for our survival, but for the very essence of life itself. We were the torchbearers of Bloomer's light, and we would not let it be extinguished. Though the followers of Tumor sought to drag us into the abyss, we would rise above, our spirits unbroken and our faith unyielding. For in the end, we knew that life, like the seasons, would always find a way to renew itself. As long as we held on to that truth, the darkness could never truly prevail. The story of Vault 41 would be one of resilience and hope, a testament to the enduring power of life in the face of death. So chronologically, that is the first one. There's 3 lore books in this vault. So, yeah, that is the official lore of the teachings of Bloomer in Vault 41. But then if we come over to the Tumor side, we've got, that's what Tumor kind of looks like. And we've got a lot of skulls and a lot of spooky imagery here. But, yeah, we've got even more. In the somber depths of Vault 41, we, the devout followers of Tumor, the god of death, found our sanctuary. Ours was a faith rooted in the undeniable truths of decay and transformation, celebrating the inevitability of all the things coming to an end. Tumor, the harbinger of mortality, guided us in understanding the true nature of existence, that all life must ultimately yield to death. Within our sacred halls, we thrived on the wisdom that Tumor bestowed upon us. We revered the cycles of life and death, seeing beauty in the decay that others feared. Our rituals honored the natural process of entropy, finding solace in the knowledge that death was not an end, but a beginning, a transformation into something new. In the shadows of Vault 41, we found peace and purpose, embracing the eternal truth of our existence. Yet, across the vault, the followers of Bloomer clung to a naive and misguided faith. They worshipped life as though it were eternal, refusing to accept the natural order that Tumor so clearly revealed. Their halls were filled with laughter and light, an affront to the serene acceptance that we cherished. They lived in a delusion, blind to the inevitable decay that awaited them. Bloomer's followers tended to their gardens with fervor, as if nurturing plants could stave off the decay that was always just beneath the surface. They celebrated growth and renewal, ignoring the simple fact that all life must eventually wither and die. Their vibrant displays of flowers and fruits were but temporary illusions, destined to rot and fade away. Their misguided rituals and festivals, loud and ostentatious, disrupted the peace of our sanctuary. They sang hymns of renewal, mocking the truth that Tumor had revealed to us. They viewed us with suspicion and disdain, unable to comprehend the wisdom that we embraced. To them, we were the villains, the harbingers of darkness, but we knew the truth. We knew that the refusal to accept death was the true folly. As the vault's resources dwindled, the tension between our factions grew. We sought to teach them, to help them understand that their devotion to life was futile, but their hearts were closed, their minds too clouded by their illusions of eternal life. They saw us as a threat, not as the bearers of wisdoms that we were. In a desperate attempt to open their eyes, we demonstrated the power of decay. We spread blight through their gardens, showing them the inevitable end that awaited all living things. Their vibrant fields withered and died, a testament to the truth that they so stubbornly denied. We hoped that this would help them to see. would make them understand the beauty of transformation and the necessity of embracing death. But instead of understanding, they reacted with fear and anger. They gathered in defiance, praying to Bloomer with tears and false hope. They vowed to rebuild, to restore their gardens, blind to the lesson that Tumor offered them. Their resilience was not a virtue, but a stubborn refusal to accept the natural order. We, the followers of Tumor, continued to practice our faith in the quiet corners of the vault. We saw beauty in the decay around us, in the transformations that unfolded within our sacred space. We knew that death was not an enemy, but a guide, leading us to new beginnings. Our community found strength in our acceptance, our understanding of cycles that governed all existence. In the end, the vault became a battleground of beliefs, a place where life and death clashed endlessly. But we knew that time was on our side. The followers of Bloomer could not fight the inevitable forever. Their vibrant displays and cheerful songs would one day fall silent, their gardens overrun by the decay they so feared. Vault 41 stood as a testament to the struggle between life and death, a reminder that all things must come to an end. We, the followers of Tumor, held on to the eternal truth that guided us, finding peace in the knowledge that death was not an end, but a transformation, a release from the delusions of eternal life. And in the quiet darkness of our sanctuary, we waited patiently, knowing that Tumor's wisdom would prevail in the end. So yeah, that's the Tumor lore. There is one final lore book in here, though. If we go back over to the garden area, now that we have a little bit more context, we can actually see these were once the gardens. They used to have potatoes and carrots and all kinds of crops, but now they're all like, you know, decayed and stuff. I really like how this turned out, actually, the build itself. I mean, we've got the fake sun in there. There's a light switch in the overseer's office that flips it on and off. Also, there's just a little storage room in here. But, yeah, if we go up to the overseer's office, we can get the rest of the lore. Also, right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, one more lore book. In the heart of a desolate wasteland, obscured from the harsh sun by layers of reinforced steel and concrete, lies Vault 41. Unlike its predecessors, Vault 41 was not intended as a bastion of hope or a sanctuary for humanity. Instead, it became the stage for a dark and twisted experiment in the clash of opposing beliefs and ideologies. The lore of Vault 41 began with its construction, shrouded in secrecy and funded by the enigmatic organizations with ulterior motives. Its entrance, concealed by shifting sands of a wasteland, remained unknown to all but a select few, chosen to witness the unfolding drama that would play out within its walls. As the vault doors sealed shut, its inhabitants were divided into two groups, each following a diametrically opposed religion. One group worshipped Bloomer, the god of life, celebrating growth, renewal, and the sanctity of all living things. The other group worshipped Tumor, the god of death, venerating decay, transformation, and the inevitability of mortality. At first, the two groups coexisted uneasily within the confines of Vault 41, each adhering fervently to their own beliefs and traditions. But as the years passed and the resources of the vault dwindled, tensions between the two factions reached a boiling point. Followers of Bloomer saw the followers of Tumor as agents of darkness and decay, whose beliefs threatened to disrupt the delicate balance of life within the vault. The followers of Tumor, in turn, viewed the followers of Bloomer as naive and deluded, clinging to the false hopes of immortality in a world ravaged by death and decay. As the conflict escalated, the once harmonious community of Vault 41 descended into chaos and bloodshed. The followers of Bloomer and Tumor waged a bitter war within the vault's confines, each seeking to prove the superiority of their beliefs through acts of violence and destruction. But in the end, neither side emerged victorious. The resources of the vault were depleted, and its inhabitants lay dead or dying, victims of their own fanaticism and intolerance. The experiment had failed, leaving behind only a legacy of sorrow and despair. As the dust settled and the echoes of the conflict faded, Vault 41 stood as a grim reminder of the dangers of religious extremism and ideological conflict. Its name became synonymous with fanaticism and folly, a cautionary tale for future generations about the perils of blind faith and the destructive power of division. And though the vault's doors remained sealed, its legacy would endure, a somber testament to the folly of humanity's endless quest for meaning and purpose in a world consumed by chaos and uncertainty. And scene. Yeesh, that's the most that's the most out loud reading I've done in a long time. But yeah. So that's the lore of Vault 41. I really like how this whole thing turned out, especially like the ruined fields and stuff. And also down here there's I don't think I actually showed it, but the area where like people would sit and eat, it's green wool instead of grass because it's supposed to be like fake. But yeah. So that is Vault 41. I really like the lore of it. And like I said before, really like the build too as well. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to check out the playlist down in the description below. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.